The most awesome client Zoom call, man. I love working with my clients, man. I really do. Let me just drop my credentials. Oh, we hit 700 subscribers. Okay. All right. So that means everybody's understanding all the chart work I've been dropping down. Each video is a different client. I'm just letting y'all know. Each video has a different client. Go through all these videos. Before anybody messages me, you got to go through these videos first. I don't want nobody wasting my time. Don't waste my time hitting me with a bunch of questions when I have a bunch of videos right here. If you're looking for free stuff, here's my Instagram so that you can see even more clients, more reels. These reels have nothing but more and more and more and more clients. So we can get the proof out the way. Obviously, look at these mentorships, results, mentorship, client results, 100 on 100 on. I have a lot of clients, y'all. For some reason, my little message box isn't, I don't see it. So you're gonna have to go to my mentorship one-on-one. It's 1,500. So to be honest with you, it's gonna be raised by the end of this month. So do not hold that 1,500 at all. Don't hold on to that because it's gonna be raised. It's gonna be raised for sure. Because I'm getting to a point where I have more Zoom calls with clients than time in my day to where I just want to enjoy myself. Everything that comes with my mentorship, everything's one-on-one, but I'm going to send you this course for free. There's over 15 lessons, and I'm going to have even more in it, but this will set you up for sure, for sure, for sure. I really don't do a lot of selling or anything because I'm good. I'm taken care of. As long as my clients are taken care of, that's all that matters. I'll do a quick chart breakdown with y'all, but man, trust me, scroll through all this, you will be profitable for sure. For sure. Let's do a quick little breakdown. All right, so what me and my client we're looking at today is we're looking at NAS, but for some reason NAS is in a bubble right now. It's not going up, it's not going down. We're just in a range going sideways. Hold on. Naya, calm down. All right, y'all. Sorry, my kids are playing around. So this works for anything. Any of this right here, gold, Bitcoin, UJ, XRP, it works for anything. So since we have the overall trade is buys, now we just have to look for support areas within this range. So we're going to go down to the 4 hour. And we're going to be in our active area. So this is our active area. We're not way back here. We're in our active area. And we're only going to look for support areas. So support areas would be like this. Why is this a support area? Well, because price has hit this area 3 times. One candlestick, two candlestick, three candlestick. Shot off. Came over here. It does not have to be perfect. It doesn't have to touch it to the T. So here goes another touch. But we can take this away and we're just going to add a line so it makes it a lot cleaner. And we're just going to put 400 because y'all know I enter and exit on whole numbers. So you have your clean buy right here because we already knew we were buying. All we needed to know was our support. And there it is. And if you miss that entry, then we're just going to round it right on over here. And we're going to take the entry on our whole number over here. And we're just going to keep doing this until price comes way up here. But I'll let my clients do all the talking. They're the ones that are crazy making money. Some of my clients are even enrolling clients, like they're getting their own clients. So, like I said, if y'all want to learn from me one-on-one, everything, go through all my YouTube videos. You don't have to go through all my YouTube videos. It's just if I don't have time for the oh, I'm on the fence or I'm thinking about it or what about this or what about that. That's what all these videos are for. That's what all these videos are for. I'm not wasting my time. Like I said, 1,500, but it's not going to be that long. By the end of this month, right now it is February 21st. So I will be ending the 1500 by the end of this month if it's on the 28th, 29th. And I don't know. Probably raise it up to 1800 or 2000. Haven't decided yet. I'm thinking 18,000, 2000. I mean 1800 or 2000, one of them. We'll see. All right, y'all. Y'all are gonna switch over to my client and go.
All right, let's see here. Let's see here. Share. Let's do. Can you see my screen or no?
Yes.
Okay. How do you usually do the mentorship type? Like, how do you train? Do you just ask me what I need help on, or
So I usually break everything down on my screen, but I knew you were adamant on being able to share your screen with me and show me what you whatever you wanted to share your screen with me for. So I just wanted
yeah?
to
So,
take care of
so
on.
basically, what I wanted to do was when do you look at the charts? Do you look at them uh
I
during
wake
the
up
day
at
before?
I wake up at 3 a.m. every day. But it's not because of the charts, it's just because of my lifestyle with I have to message a lot of people. I got to get back to a bunch of emails. I have to be up before my kids, get them ready for school. So I'm already looking at the chart at by 3:30 in the morning.
So you look at it the day before or the day of. Like
Yeah,
Sunday, you're not looking
day
at the
before
chart.
Sunday. So with my system, let me share my screen and I'm gonna break it down to you. I got you.
Okay,
I,
go ahead.
I got you a real fast approach and you'll see what I do.
Okay. Let me stop sharing. All right.
All right, perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, all right. You can see my screen?
Yes, sir.
All right, perfect. Let me clear this out. All right, so this can work on any pair. It doesn't matter what pair it is. Um, I'll do it on a Forex pair. What do you want me to trade? What are you? Stocks, options? What are you?
I usually do since I paper trade, I usually do gold.
Mm-hmm.
I do, but gold I have to have a certain let me see, I do micro E mini NASDAQ 100.
Mm-hmm.
I do the US 100,
And I'm
the
guessing
NAS
SPX
yeah,
500.
the NAS 500, and I do the ES1, the S&P 500 E mini futures dash 15. Like,
Okay,
what do you
so
like to what do you feel is your
easy.
yeah, what you gravitate towards?
EU, Forex,
E,
Euro USD. But it does you don't have to change it because I used to trade NAS like for a few years. A
hmm
few years. I love NAS, don't get me wrong. It's just NAS is the type of pair that you gotta have money and a lot of it because it's so volatile to where it moves fast, but at a fast that not Forex pairs move. So it
Okay.
could be like crypto to where you could be up, a lot within 30 minutes, but with indices like NAS, SPX, if anything happens in the news, it'll just drop or it'll just shoot
Okay.
up and within like seconds. That's the only thing about indices. And
Okay.
it's the same thing like crypto. Like it's hard to gauge, but you can understand it with the charts.
Okay.
Let me break the chart down for you. You said a lot of pairs. I'll just show you EU and then I'll break down anything else you want me to break down. Like gold, NAS, whatever you want. I just got out of this trade not yesterday, Thursday, and I'll
Uh-huh.
just show you the trade that I took. So it makes everything make sense, and then we'll break down everything else you want me to break down.
On you do the FX EUR USD.
That's just Euro USD.
Yeah,
Europe,
but there's a bunch of different ones. Does it matter?
no. What are you on? Trading View?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're following me on can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, let me go to the watch list. Go to where's for Forex, Euro
Okay, it's four.
USD.
It's 4x.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then
USD dollar.
yeah, you could do just, Euro USD Oanda or that FXCM.
Okay, I'll
Just
do
do both.
FXCM.
Okay. I'll grab that one too. I think that's actually what I already have on, so Euro USD. So you following everything on mine?
Yes.
Ready. All right, let's go. All right, so I automatically go to my daily time frame because I'm not going to be trading on a weekly and I'm not going to be trading on a monthly. So there's no reason for me to be even on those charts.
Hey, can you lower that? Guys, don't make the dog bark, please. Sorry.
You're good. I can't even hear the dog or anything behind you, so you're good. Yeah, you're good. I can't hear. I actually, my daughters, I had to tell them to be, I was like, hey, y'all are really, really loud. Just calm down. That's the day can go without no yelling.
Right, right, right. Oh, I agree, man.
All right, so I only have three time frames: the daily, the 4 hour, the 30. If you're into
Okay.
faster pace, like scalping or intraday, what are you? Swing trading, scalping, intraday?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I just watch it basically. I go down to like the 30 minute or I mean the 15 or the 5
Mm-hmm.
and just watch it. If it looks like it breaks above my 9 to 9:15 mark up on the first candle
Mm-hmm.
or the 9:15 candle, I'll wait for it to retest
Mm-hmm.
and then go back up and then I'll try to jump in for a quick,
Mm-hmm.
100, $200.
I have a small thought process, just small thought process. So the thing about the 9:30, 9:15, I understand the New York Times and everything like that. The only thing I don't like about doing that is um anybody that's on the other side of our trades or anybody that can control the market, the world knows, look at the market at 9:15. So it's heavily, heavily manipulated between 9 and 9:30 because the market's going to open 9:30 regardless. And it shoots up fast, up and down a lot really, really fast because there's thousands of banks that put millions or billions that it didn't get processed through because the banks aren't open yet. So it has to wait till 9:30. So imagine billions and billions and billions of dollars just getting flushed in the market. Somebody can control that flushing. So I really don't like trying the I don't like doing the oh I'm trading at 9:15 or 9:30 because it's manipulated. You know what I mean?
Right,
It can
right.
be manipulated. So I rather just let the market come to me. So like if it could be 3 p.m., okay, like let me show you on here. So let me just mark this. And this is just a
So
side conversation. This is just a
so
side.
when do you start
I look in
looking
the
to get
morning.
in?
I'm up in the morning. I'm hoping everything plans out, between 3:30 all the way up to, 12. 12 is when I'm really just cut off. Like 12, I would even say 11. But I look at
AM? I mean,
PM.
so you get up, you look at 3 a.m., but when do you know what you're gonna uh like buy or sell?
I have to wait for the price to come to me.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so like this. So let me give you an example. This is just off your question. So if price is going up into buys and I'm waiting for it to come back down to me, if it's right here or right here, I have no choice. If I wake up and it's right here, I have to wait for it to come back here. So I'm waiting for price. I'm not chasing price or trailing price. I have no answer because I have to wait for price to come to me. You know what I mean? I don't control the market. I let price come to me and then I take off on my buy.
But why that specific point?
Let me break
Why
it. All
those?
right. I'll break it all down because I'm getting really ahead.
Okay,
I'm just answering all your questions, but let me break the whole chart down and then I guess your questions will be answered.
okay.
Okay. All right, I got you. So we're on the daily. Since we're on the daily, we understand that with EU, we are in these buys. All right. So since we are in buys, and you understand, support and resistance, right?
Right.
Okay, so this is I'll
So
just tell you
support is the top and resistance is the bottom.
correct.
Yeah.
But I just showing you just because I show everybody because I don't want to skip nothing. Like if somebody wanted to know, are we buying or selling? Well, every higher low or lower low or lower high or higher high or higher low is going into buys, buys, buys. So if we're just buying, 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 it's simple. We're buying. There's no really much else we have to do when it comes to the daily. I just
Okay.
need to know what are we doing? Buying or selling? Okay, cool. Now we're on the 4 hour.
So you check that on the daily to see which way it's going from previous days as well, right?
Yeah, because I needed the only reason I needed to know the previous days is because I needed to know what are we doing? Like overall, we've been buying since
Ah, I see.
yeah, we've been buying since January 14th.
14th. Okay.
So, I mean, this is months, July, August, October. All this did was just plateau. It didn't go down. It just plateaued and started going sideways. But now I see that we're starting to move back up into the uptrend area. But we never came down. We did retracements for the market to breathe, but we never started it
But it
down.
never got a lower low.
Yeah.
Okay.
And anytime you see like a lower lows and it's like a candle wick that's huge like this, I think that's manipulation
Okay. Yeah,
because
because it looks like it's going to go down, so you jump in as a sell,
as a
and
sell,
then it retests
and then
or breaks.
and,
Yeah.
and then it doesn't even wick or anything. It just stays at this price. It stops at this price, right? Let me see what this price is. Let me see what this price is. Perfect. We're still getting ahead, but I feel like you fully understand day trading. So this is why I touched this to the mat to the T because it went to the
Mm.
whole number of 900.
Ah, okay.
But let me break it. Let me finish breaking this down. All right, so you understand daily how I understood daily. How I understood we were buying. Okay, cool. So buys 4 hour. You see my full like all the candles?
Yep.
Okay, good. Because I don't want to lose my box. All right. So we are in, and this is the market was going on yesterday, and this is I wasn't in any of this. I was just only in the buys. So I'm just gonna show you my trade for now, and then we can cherry pick breaking down
Okay.
everything else. I just want to give you what I made money off of instead of just telling you this is sales or this is that. So we're in our buys. We broke it down for the buys. You can currently see we are still in buys because from here, and this is a fresh retracement on the daily. Like this is when it was coming down on the daily. We were in all buy pressure.
Hmm.
This is it right here. Going up. This was the retracement. So that means right here is where I'm looking at 4 hour. You can see it already starting to because if it was a higher high, higher low, higher high. It started coming, it's doing this sell, higher high,
Hmm.
higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So since that's the whole thing of buys, I'm gonna have to do that same thing right here, and I'm just waiting for the higher high, higher low. So this is where I would take my buys on higher low. But I'm looking for support. So this is a support area because we're buying. This is a support area. This is a support area. How do I know they're support areas? Because price keeps coming down to where it doesn't want to break down right here. So it came down once, came down twice, came down 3 times, came down 4 times. This area right here, price does not want to pass. And it will be, let's see what the whole number is, 800. I knew it was going to be some. I could just go up. 800. Because you're going to say, Anthony, where exactly on price do I type in? I'm getting in at this price. 800. We already knew we were buying. So all I do is let market do what it does and move. And this is a 4 hour time frame. So you had one candlestick right here. Let me open it up just to make sure you can see. One candlestick, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9 candlesticks sat on this price of 1.17800, and just 9 times 4, like, you know what I mean? You have more than a day to be sit on that price. If you, and this is on the 4 hour, so I'm assuming you like the swing trading more than, because I can go all the way down to the 5 minute. Because if we were on the 30 minute, then all you're waiting for is structure to be broken. Because you already knew that we were buying, so you're just waiting for these sales to take over. When the sales are done, it breaks through here, higher high, higher low, broke through, higher high. So let's see, where is this going to be? This is your support. So where you're going to put is going to be at a whole number, because I only enter and exit at whole numbers. 100. Now I'm going to take this block away, and we can clear all this stuff up. Clear all that up. We already knew we were in buys this whole time.
Hmm.
Broke through. You can see price making its way. All we did is higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. All I'm doing is following market structure.
So when you do your whole number, do you do it at the bottom of the wick or the bottom of the candle?
I'm not looking at the wicks of the candles, because if somebody can manipulate the wicks of the candles, I just took that out of the equation. So whoever controls the market, you can't mess with price, because at the end of the day, if I want to take 1 trillion to 10 trillion, I need price. And you know what I mean? Still have to take it from here to here. But with these candles, you know what I mean? I know that you can change these candles up into like lines. Like you can change all this. So
Hmm.
I had to take the equation of they can be manipulated. Like crazy wicks up and down like this,
Right.
like wicks like this. Like imagine if these are your stop losses.
And that's what's been happening. I'm
Yeah.
putting a stop loss and it's stopping me out when the wick hits my stop loss. Do you know
But
what I mean?
yeah, for sure. But look, if you did it like this, then if you were going into buys, you would know that it was coming there to the 900. I would be sitting at 900, 9,000, whole number. And I just pulled this up. This is just when I see wicks, there's a whole number it hit like right here. Or not fully hit, or like it'll be right next to it. Look, just pull up, boom. Why are these whole numbers so important? Because if you're a bank and I'm a bank, and let's just say you're my friend, I can't have 10, 20, 100 banks in America saying, hey, we're all going to buy at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't make sense. It has to be more systematic. Hey, we're going to buy or sell at 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. And this is it, and it can change on if we're talking about gold, because gold only been goes up and down from 5,000 to zero. I mean, and not even,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
right.
So
But
it
it takes
can,
more money. It takes more money to because I tried to do gold the other day and it's like you got to have 1250 in your $1,250 in your account.
You can use okay, there's Hanko Trade. Let me see if they have gold. I see they have silver.
Because I looked for a micro gold, but I didn't see one.
Yeah. So the thing about these, there's so many brokers, man. There's over hundreds of brokers, and I change brokers too. So
Oh, do you?
yeah, so let me see.
Because I've been using True 500 because that's what or plus 500.
Yeah, plus 500. I used to recommend that at the beginning. They used to have a there's Hanko, and then there's Olanda. Because I just recently had one of my clients say one of these don't trade gold anymore. Like
Mm,
like either last week or this week because nobody's able to back it.
hmm.
Because I guess that it was a time where gold was going crazy.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it was too many people making money. Oh, this is Orlando corporate. My bad. My bad. Orlando right here. Trading. Have you heard of Orlando?
No,
Okay. Yeah, you're good. They if you wanted to use them, this is where you just come.
just do an account.
Yeah, you're just opening an account.
So you only use those to type in the whole number, right?
The broker?
Yeah. Do you ever tie a broker to TradingView? It seemed like it would be easier, but I just didn't know if you did that.
I think you can. I just never done that. I use
Okay.
TradingView strictly for my
Charting.
charting, strictly for
Yeah. Okay.
charting. EU, we were working on EU. So did you get the whole understanding on the buys for that? And I can just keep going to be honest, because this is just exactly how. And sometimes, a question I would run into with people that was recently asked me, they say, okay, when you do the whole numbers, because they do the quarters theory of 25, 50, 75, 100. So we ran into the question of, okay, well, what's more important? 25, 50, 75, or 100? Because you could just have a line on each one of them. What I've learned that I would always do the either hundreds and fifties.
Okay.
25 and 75 have failed a lot of times. It makes more sense that, look, right here, I'll put it at 200. It's a lot cleaner. Would you say that this is a lot more cleaner than being at a random 143?
Right.
Hold on, let me I don't know why it's not working
So
on.
you would move your stop loss above the yeah, above those wicks.
Yeah, so if I'm going above and look, if you even let me see, 300 or that'd be too high. Might be too high. Boom. If we're at 300, you're not
Uh-huh.
even messing with the wigs. But that's why I say you had the whole numbers. This is why whole numbers is so. Look how crisp. You know what I mean? It would have took you out of
Yeah.
the wigs. It would have took you out of that area.
Yeah, I had two contracts yesterday and then the wick stopped me out and boom, I lost like $400 and it just it hurt a little bit, you know?
I'll show you why. Because people are doing. Let me clear all this up, and I'll show you why. And you'll be like, it makes 100% sense.
Okay. How many contracts do you usually do? Just one or two or do you do to where,
With
if it goes up a little bit, you make 250 as opposed to having two contracts or do you like doing one contract and it just goes up like $50, you know?
No, I got you. With Forex, it's not contracts, it's basically pips or easier terms, points. So if it
Hmm.
goes up, I'll show you like this. So where you see this number right here, 32. So if I was
Hmm.
in a $5 trade, then it would be five times, you see it at 13. So my profit would be five times 13.7 if it goes up. If it the more it goes up, like if I entered right here, the more it goes up, it's just five times 49. Came up all the way here, five times 78. And it's the same as the loss. So at 12.7, then it would be five times 12.7. I lost. That's how Forex works.
Okay.
But let me show you why exactly it'll make sense about these wicks. So there is retail traders, just like me and you. When I say retail traders, we are all retail traders. But there's a specific way retail traders trade that, of course, anybody on the opposite side knows exactly how they trade. So you're going to see the resistance right here, and people are going to take their trade. They're going to see that, oh, it's bouncing on this price. So we're just going to take the, if you just took the whole number out the equation, they're going to just, okay, we're bouncing right here, bouncing right here. So that means we're just going to take our sell right here. Obviously the stop loss will be right behind it, and we're just going to be waiting for it to get through. But this
Right.
isn't what makes it a whole number to where it's crispy and where it's at. Like banks aren't taking their profits right here. They're not entering right here. They're already entered back here. Like these wicks aren't them. They're making sure you're not wicking them, like you're not getting close to them. That's why it just wicks and then goes down. To get to them is how is here. Let me see where. That's how you play their game of the wicks. Just always use the whole numbers.
Okay. Yeah, those wicks are killing me.
I can show you another. Just
Because
off.
I thought it was the candle. Once the candle hits your stop loss, I didn't realize if the wick, if price gets to that point and comes back up,
Mhm.
then it stops you out.
It'd be the same. And all I did was whole number. And all I'm grabbing over here is the horizontal ray.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Did this make sense for these cells?
yeah, yeah. I just, sometimes you see like right there where you're like, it looks like it's going up, and so you jump in, and then it goes right,
And this is only because it wasn't passing this price. What's the most
right.
important thing? I think you're more of you focus a lot on here. But money isn't made on here. Let's just say this whole screen is gone and you can manipulate the whole thing. Money is made on price. You can't manipulate that because
Hey, please.
me and the next man have to do the same thing. If you need to get your numbers to 10, you can't manipulate, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -2, -3, da da da. At the end of the day, you still got to make it to 10.
Right.
So I'm going off price because you can't manipulate price. You can do all this up and down and everything, but I'm gonna be just waiting for you. I'm gonna wait for the market and I'm gonna wait for you to be done playing because I'm sitting at 300 regardless of if price does this up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It can do all these twirls right here, but you're gonna enter right here. You already did it right here. You already did it right here. So you're going to enter right here. So all I'm going to do is sit right here and let price do everything it wants to do and then enter and let it go down. I'm just waiting.
Okay.
That's why I needed to show you this to answer that first question you said on do you wait till 9:30 or this time or this time? I have to wait. You
So
know,
what do you set your take profit at?
I would always do 100 points or 100 pips. So if this is Euro USD, oh, Euro USD, I'll do 30. NAS 100 indices, if I'm trading that, it would be 100. Because you see how, let me show you how big of a difference. So this is 30. For example, 5 times 30, or if my trade is 100 times 30, that's be my profit. But let me show you why it makes a difference on the conversation because with NAS 100, this is what it does. So the 100 is over here. These are your points. So you see right there. It's
So
a
you target 100.
Yeah, for NAS 100. I can't target 30. It'll be too tight. So it's 100. That's why it looks so smooth. And we
Okay.
just opened up NAS 100. So With NAS 100, that's why you could do the why I say 50s and hundreds. NAS
Hmm.
100 is the whole reasons why I say the 50s. Can't even in the conversation.
Okay.
Hundreds I always do with EU, but with NAS, you can use hundreds for sure. But
Okay.
50s, like look, I just pulled this up. 350. You can see price does not want to pass it right here, right here, right here, right here. All I'm doing, and all I wanted was 100 points. This is what gets
Yeah.
people out of jobs. If they had a big like this is companies to where it's bigger than us. So
Yeah, and I've been on some trades where it's going to meet my take profit, and then I'll move it down a little bit more to get a
mhm,
little bit more, and I'll move it down a little bit more, and then it reverses on me, and I'm like, God dang it. I have to take emotions out of it because it's I can
mhm.
make an extra 100, I can make an extra 75, and then it just
All right, yeah. Let me show you all the okay. I just thought of something. Let me show you all the ways how a retail trader, and I might even like clip this and come up with a way. Because look, so we have just straight support resistance. Why you can't just use that? We have order block because I'm sure you heard of order block, and we have where's that other thing? Fibonacci. This is smart. I'm gonna make like a video on this. We have Fibonacci. So that means if you would have used Fibonacci, you would have came up in the middle. This is what people do. All right. These are three different techniques, three different things that a retail trader would use, and all of them, they get wiped out. All of them. Every single thing, if you could, I'm trying to think of what you can use as an indicator on here. I think that's it. All of them. Fibonacci, fib channels. All right, fib channel right here. Boom. Fib channel comes down like this. You put it at the end to end. Boom. Wipes out. All of this gets wiped out. If I cleared this away, oh, it's supposed to be 350. 50. Clean this out. When I just go off price, no nothing was needed over here. Nothing. I'm gonna make a video on that. I'm gonna pull up every single trade or strategy
yeah.
somebody can come up with and put it all in the video and just like all of it, just throw it out there. This is my goal with when I with my Instagram. I'm trying to get a bunch of people and I'm trying to turn them into mentors to where we can just throw away all those strategies.
Yeah, I follow this girl on TikTok. She has a 5 EM and a 9 EM, and when the blue crosses the red,
Take all that out. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about this. How do I haven't used indicators in so long right here. EMA. This is what
yeah.
we're talking about. Double EMA, and you have it out right here.
And when the blue crosses the red,
I got you.
and it retests to the back to the blue and back up, then you jump in.
I got you right here.
And some of it works for people, right?
I get it. And it's always going to do it. Look, I'll show you why. It's always going to do it. So, boom, this is the 30. Let's clear all this. Remove indicator. Oh, I removed the whole thing too. All right. Let me take it away. I'll show you. MA cross. This is what I used to use. This is three. This
Yes, that's
at
it.
the very, this was the very beginning. I used to hit the 50 and I used to hit the 100. And look how clean it'll look. So every time it's up above this, you buy. Every time it's below it, you sell. I just don't trade like this no more because it's an indicator. And the honest opinion thing about it is these lines only work with past history. It's none of this will be future. None of this will be look, it stops because it's past history. So I can never I
Uh,
have no advantage. I don't have an advantage if I have to wait for the candle to stop printing to get the data. Then I'm already got the data. If the candle's done, I already have the data that it's gonna.
Right.
So I can't. You and look when it gets like this is choppy. So why not just use my whole numbers and get rid of all the indicators and just wait for price to come to me. Even if it's choppy, even all this, it doesn't matter. Why? Why I'm gonna tell you why it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's just manipulated. And at the end of the
Hmm.
day, I need to make my money, you need to make your money, so it needs to go up to 600 to go to 700. It needs to go from 700 to 800. It needs to go from 800 to 900. But I can't have every single body knowing my move, so I have to do up, down, up, down. I have to do all this extra stuff just for us to look. Think about it like this. If you're able to move the candlesticks and just shoot them up like this and shoot them down like this, then why would you just not already just do all that instead of doing all this extra stuff? It's because you need to close out, you need to bankrupt companies, you need the liquidity. You need to
Right.
take out retail traders, more liquidity. That's thousands and hundreds of thousands of people and hundreds of thousands of companies. So after you're done doing all that, take with liquidity, you're gonna easily just drop down like you did right here. It was a simple drop down to the price and shoot right up. So that means you already knew what you were gonna do before you did all this. So that means anything that you can pull up on an indicator, it's all to where at the end of the day you got to come to 300 or 600. At the end of the day, you got to come to 600, enter, and you take off. At the end of the day, whatever you do.
So how do you determine whether it's buy or sell? Because to the right there in the middle, you see how it's kind of high and then it starts coming down.
Because we never broke structure. We're still buying. We went sideways, but we never
Hmm.
went down.
Okay.
So all
Okay.
this did right here was just go sideways. It didn't go down, it didn't go up, it just went sideways.
And that's where I try to jump in when it's going sideways with the little where it drops down in the middle there,
Hmm.
like and it's just
You're in the trap.
yeah.
You're in the manipulation. Because look, you're just going, this is up, down, up, down, up, down, drop, up, down, drop. You're in the trap of liquidity.
Okay.
But if, like I'm saying, if you take all this away and just stuck with why I chose right here is because you have candlestick one, two, three, four, five, drops over here, six. Didn't fully, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Hmm.
7, 8, 9. This is something significant. So now we can take this away, and I just need to see where's the price at over here. What is it? 650. So I'm just gonna hit 650 because I'm only gonna use 100, 50, 200, 250, 300, 350. Simple.
Okay.
650. So now I'm not in the trap of are we buy not are we buying or selling. I'm not in the trap of what are we doing, or in this whole mix. I'm only in the whole numbers where I'm gonna wait for everything to happen and price comes to me. Now, if this happens at 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 10 p.m., 1 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., I have no control over that. You know what I mean? I have to just look
Hmm.
at the chart and see what's going on. But you can look at a chart when you're on a 4 hour time frame, like that's 4 hours. You know what I mean? Like you can look at a chart every blue moon for the day and just wait because this is a 4 hour, so it still didn't touch just like it was on the 30. And as soon as it tags you in, that's when it's time to rock. Because look, I can't make price just shoot up like this. So whoever's on the other end of it that can make it just shoot up like that, they obviously want it to get to the price of 600, 650. Why? Because that's where it's simpler and easier to get everybody on board to where you can push price up that fast because everybody's on board.
Okay. So you just do your stop loss at 100.
No,
Well,
stop loss would be
depending.
like 10 points. or because and that's another reason why I use a whole number, because there's no reason to where if I'm buying and we're at 650 and I entered, if it's dropping all the way down to, let me see, 640,
Hmm.
let's just say, that's 10 points, where are we at? Let me see. Take this off, take this off, we'll put it at 650. So if it drops down to 640, that's 10 points, 630, 20 points. That's it
Mm.
for the sales and buys. It's
Because that's
always
a
going to be
long
at
wick right there. That last wick is long, but the little bitty
this right
candle.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so that would have been better.
Yeah.
So already buying, we were just 50 points. That's how minuscule it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else would you want me to break down? Or
No, that's and so when you set your buy, do you go with the numbers and then you go over to your brokerage and type in the numbers?
correct.
Okay.
But it's all the price is on the same. So it's all I have to do is press buy or sell because it's where I'm at when I look at it on TradingView. But I can if I'm doing like a buy stop, or not a buy stop, or it's a price set to where it tags you in, does it for you.
Yeah, because like on plus 500, I can't do that.
Yeah,
When I hit,
some brokers you can't, some you can. That's why it gets difference with the brokers. You just have to choose which broker you want. I hear good things with Hanko. I use Hanko, but I'm
hmm.
looking at Oanda. I'm looking at other stuff. But Hanko has good customer support. Anytime I have an issue, I just come straight over here and straight open it up and for whatever issue I have.
Okay.
Give me all
Yeah,
your
I
questions.
just no, I try. I see how it goes up in a buy.
If we're
You try to
going
catch you try to catch the whole thing, huh?
I wouldn't say the whole thing, but give me a good amount. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
okay, so you see this sale right here. So if you see that we see that sale, then I'm obviously going to be looking at resistance area. So you have this right here and you have this
Hmm.
right here. So since this is a resistance area, we're on a 4 hour candle, so you can't say, well, how'd you know I was going to do this and be right there at that price? Well, it's 4 hours right here, and there's 4 hours right here, 4 hours right here, and 4 hours right here. So all I'm gonna do is look, and then where is my, let's see, what price is it at? Oh, I don't have my horizontal. Let me see. Horizontal ring, 850. So 850. Boom. I was already looking at the sales already. So all I needed was resistance. Now you said I'm trying to catch the whole move. I'm not trying to catch the whole move, but it's so nice and precise with the whole numbers to where I don't get big drawdown to where when you're in profit,
Hmm.
you can relax. You know what I mean? It's 4 hours,
Yeah.
so it's when do you, I don't want to, I don't like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like when price starts going back up. I can't hold for 12 hours of it going back and then going down. Like that's hard for me. So
Right. So how do you know it's not going to reverse at say 25,600?
how do I know it's not gonna when it's gonna reverse? I don't.
Yeah, yeah. Like say at 25,600, say you set it, you, or say 25,400, right? Say you set your take profit at 25,400.
25, 400.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like bring the
So if I'm
bottom
up here
up.
where it's at the
Okay,
850,
say yeah, say like right there. And
yeah,
that's your take profit. And
yeah.
say at 25 500 it reverses.
I'm, I have no, I can't, I don't want it to. You know what I
Right, right,
mean?
right.
I don't want
Yeah.
it to, but I have no control if it does. I can't
Yeah.
change. No, so okay, we're still in sales. If we were right here looking for the resistance and it dropped all the way down here and it came back up, but I'm still wanting to come way down here, man, yeah, I'm gonna be mad if it comes way up here.
Yeah.
Like I can't control that. I can only take profit, take profit, take profit, but I don't know if it's gonna reverse. I don't want it to.
Right.
You know, I don't
Right.
want it to. You know, I sure don't. You know what I mean? So yeah, I have yet.
Yeah. That's where you just can't get greedy and just take your 100, 200, or 300 for the day and then be done with it.
It depends on the account size. So if you know, if so I have so many clients, it's so broad. So there's
Yeah.
people that are like, that have 50K accounts, 100K accounts, 10K accounts, $1,000 accounts. Some people are comfortable with taking $10 losses, $100 losses, $200 losses. So it just depends on what your account size is.
Yeah, no, I'd rather just lose 50, 100, and then hopefully it goes up or goes down or whatever my take profit is. It's just
To stay in the game of trading, never no trade is more than between 5 and 10%. And I know with the
oh
human mind, people get greedy. So that I said 5 and 10 because I already know if you said a hard number 5, people always, "Oh, what about 6? What about 7?" So I'm just
yeah,
saying, look, when you're in between that 5 and 10, because you're already gonna play the game, you know what I mean? So 10 is your like, all right, I'm losing this money at this point. Like you need to be out of it at 5. You know what I mean?
right.
But if it's your whole account, you won't, you can still come back tomorrow because you have 90% of your, I say 5 because I rather you have 90%, 95% of your account left versus 90.
Yeah.
Keeps you in the
No.
game. It keeps you in the game. So come back again tomorrow. If you could win 5% or win 10%,
Yeah.
but don't take
Okay, so say this one you have up here, based on the end of Friday, what would you be looking at?
right here.
Yeah. Since that ended Friday, what would you be looking at for it to go for Monday?
All right,
Or you can't, or can you not look at it now? You have to wait
I got
until Monday.
All right, let me do if I'm coming to the charts, just so I can give you a direct answer to what I'm doing. All right, I'm waking up, boom, bam, I'm coming to the charts. I see this big buys. I'm on the daily, so all I'm gonna do is I don't have to really mark all these lines, but I do it just for example.
Yeah, yeah, no.
So I see that we're in a big buy. I understand that it won't pass up here for some reason. Why is it not passing up there for a reason? Well, there's only one why. What is the price? There's not any other option. So if I'm always mark a whole number. If it's a whole number, boom, cool. Okay, so we're buying, but it's not passing a price. So we're just stopped and we're just sitting in traffic going left, right, left, right. So it can break down, or we're just going to keep going left, right, left, right. So I know we're not buying when we come
Any
past first
higher.
price because we're not buying any higher. So I have to play the left, right game. So what would you do? All right, well, every time it hits this, we're selling. So it sold right here and it did a big sale to where this sale was so big, it went down 2,324 points. So if it went down that much, what could it do if it touches it again? Because it didn't do it this time and it didn't do it this time, but it did it this time. So I'm going to drop down to my 4 hour because I want to see what it does in this area of this 4 hour, this daily line that I drew. And we're at the price of 100, so nothing changes. We're still at the same price. All right, it came down and it started dropping a big drop like this at that. Okay, cool. So I can either stay at my 4 hour and I can just draw up my lines right here. And I'm going to look for the resistance area, which you see resistance right here and a resistance right here. We already know we're selling. We know we're selling because it touched this line. Simple.
Okay.
It did it over there in history. We're going to do it again. We're just repeating history. I can't tell what's going on in the future, but I can tell you what happened in the past. And if the past it dropped down right there, then I'm gonna mimic it. I'm gonna copy history because history repeats itself. So I'm gonna drop with it. So since it dropped with it, I need to find a spot. Oh, Anthony, where are we? Where do we go at? It's dropping, but where do we go? Let it breathe, come back up to where you're doing it's at a high. Now we're at a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. I would rather be in a lower high because the next is lower low. So this was lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low.
Hmm.
So since I want to do that, I just want to be in a lower high. So I'm going to stay the same price right here at the whole number. Let me clear this up. And that's it. I just wait and take that entrance. Let's see where this one is at. 400. Here's another one. And I haven't been on the NAS 100 chart or anything today. This is just clear, simple, clean, simple way to just, if I want to just come to the charts, I know exactly where I'm at and I know exactly what I'm doing because I'm not chasing the chart. If price is down here, I'm waiting for it to come to me.
Mm.
Oh, my bad. To answer your question, if we're right here, what would I do? So if we had areas where it was doing the same thing, this is our rejection area.
Hmm.
Let me clear all this up so it gets cleaner. And I'm gonna be honest with you, we were in buys for the overall, so I don't want to go against. Yes, we have that line that's above here. I don't have to put it on the same price, but whatever the price was, we have that line over here. Yes, it
Right.
wasn't passing it, but we never broke below. So remember, we're still in that range. So it can easily just start doing its thing to where we're making its the higher high, higher lows to where we're going back into buys. But I need to see what we do in this area for me for me to say what are we doing? Because are we gonna break below and break through? Because if we break below this, we're gonna be selling for a couple of days. But if we break above this, well, on the daily, we knew we were in buys anyway. So if we break
Right.
above this, I'm just gonna be looking at buys. But if we break below this, I have to look at sales. I can't be naive. So I have to wait.
Okay.
But if
So
you
you
want,
you don't worry about entering on the 30 or the 15 or anything, do you? Is
I
that
don't have to because the price is on the same is gonna be where it's at on any of the time frames.
okay?
But if you wanted to catch a buy right here, right here, right here, just to like uh reverse trend trade because it's in a small downtrend, I would wait and see for, buy pressure going up. But
Right.
if you want to be the risky trader, the risky guy, which a lot of my clients are, then just
I call it impatient.
yeah, then this is what they're gonna do. This is I see it all day. This is what they're gonna do. So it says 700. If they missed it, they're gonna go to 600. This is what they do. It works. It's just so they just wait. They already in buy, so they'll just put 600, 700, 800, 900, 1000, and they'll just wait to see how many wicks goes on which price. And they'll
Okay.
enter on the I'm not saying trade like this, I'm just saying the risky trade
Yeah.
like because then you don't know. Because look, if I add, I'll add more. Let me see. If I put it at 900,
How many wicks do you usually uh, let it hit before you
2 or 3.
okay. Yeah, like that one is what, three, and then that the long one is four.
Mm-hmm. Like these are still buys. You're still in profit. You hit either or.
Mm,
What other questions do you have? Give me all your
no,
questions.
no, it's a lot of information.
But did
Yeah,
it
just
clear
trying to
things up?
yeah, it did, especially like the wicks and
Mhm.
setting the stop loss and the take profit. Um, yeah, because I usually do. I'll just hit buy and then take my take profit and what? Okay, trailing stop. Do you use a trailing stop on anything?
No, I don't trail
Okay,
stop because if it reverses, and which it will, and it does, it'll hit it, and now I'm out. You know
okay,
what I mean? Like now I lose the whole thing because it hit my trailing, and then you're just going to be playing with the trade all day.
okay. I see what you're saying.
And this is
So
just
in
day
this,
one.
what you have pulled up there, you would wait for it to either break below the gray box or above the gray box.
Yeah, because this is, I would say this is a range. Because you don't look,
Right,
it's going down. So me and you can't say that it's not going to continue going down. I'd be naive to just say that, hey, that's what it's going to do. I don't know if that's what it's going to do.
right.
But I do know that we're in overall buys. And I would rather be on the overall side. So since
Okay.
I would rather be on the overall side, that's why you see that these buys, you could take these buys because it's on a support. It's just ranging. And the main objective is buys. It's just when it's up here, you have to look at the sales because you have to respect it. It dropped 2,000 points. So why would
Yeah,
I
it's not
not
going to go any
respect?
higher.
Yeah, why would I not respect this line right here, this price point?
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'm sure you're gonna have more questions tomorrow, next day. Just write them all up, and we can do this over and over and over on Zoom.
Okay. Okay. So can I share my screen one more
For
time?
sure, we can keep going.
All right. I'm going to share, and then so this way I can go ahead and see what I'm looking at here, or just make sure I'm doing it right as far as the. Do you see my screen?
No.
Oh, my bad. Let me. Okay. Now, do you see this one?
Yeah.
Okay. So on here, this is True 100. This is
Mm-hmm.
my demo. This is my demo account. They gave me 50 and I'm up to 32, 34.
Mm-hmm.
But so when I hit buy, it comes up like this, right?
Okay.
Um, Usually I'll hit the take profit
Mm-hmm.
and then bring it up and then I'll hit the stop, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I do that, see when I bring it down like that, like this far, see how it goes? I'm losing $1,680.
Yeah.
Let me see what's the order type. And that's just one. Well, that's gold. Okay, never mind. That's
Yeah,
gold.
that's why I was gonna say it depends on what you're trading, because
Which one of these should I pick? Micro,
yeah.
NASDAQ, or the S&P? Which one?
So when it says E mini, all that means is it's just so instead of you trading a dollar, it'll be like you're trading a penny. Just think that's it. That's all mini means. That's it.
Okay. So say if we go here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're in buys.
Mm-hmm.
I probably wouldn't jump into anything because it doesn't look like it's
Because we don't know what it wants to do. And it has us right there
right.
for a reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm trying to see. I mean, that's as high as it's been. So it might go up a little bit and then come back down. So when I hit buy here,
Markets are closed now. I don't know if it'll.
take profit would be, I usually go by this, like say,
Yeah.
I mean, but I would never make $110 because look how high it is. See, I was way above the,
And this is for a buys. Don't ever worry about how high it is. The market can go. When it goes, it goes. So don't worry about how high it is. Just worry about when do you pull out? When do you close the trade? Because it can go.
okay.
I've seen market just it go buys for 5 days.
So on the stop loss, I can bring it down and say I'm good with losing $50
Yeah.
and just leave it there, right?
Yeah. Because if it passes that, you already know you're in a losing trade.
Right. Right. So on these, I don't think I can do whole numbers on this trade.
You can you just have to look at the and it doesn't have to be exact like it could be 103, 102, 105.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be exactly.
Just as long as it's beneath the wick,
Yeah.
the last wick, which would be down here, but okay. No, that's what so do you trade market limit? What's the difference? Do you know?
Market and limit is basically like execution differences, like different styles of execution. Um
Okay.
it's not a big difference.
Okay.
Just fancier ways of pressing buy and sell.
Yeah. And I can't mark up the chart here because here's support, right? Right here.
That's resistance.
I mean resistance.
Hmm.
And then down here support.
Yes.
Here it
Support.
hit it. Here it hit it twice.
Yep, that's support.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, and usually like this, it's in the uptrend too. It's a big uptrend from what day was this? The 20th. That was just yesterday. It went all the way up yesterday. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But no, I'll review the our video and then go ahead and jump into a trade again on
For sure, man.
Monday
I'm
and
eager
hopefully I
to
can
I'm eager to
build
see
it up a little bit.
keep me updated on the progress and any questions you have. I'm eager to hop right back on a Zoom call, man.
Okay. No, man,
I'll
I appreciate it. I
I'll
appreciate
send
it for
this to your
sure.
email, man. I'll send this
Sounds
Zoom
good.
call to your email.
Okay.
Enjoy your day, man.
Sounds good. You too, man. I appreciate your time.
For sure.